Today I thought I would talk about why I'm using bad titles. You might have noticed, or maybe you just think I'm bad at titling things, that I am deliberately using pretty unclickable titles. The reason might be unintuitive or pretty obvious given the goals of this, but effectively, I am weirdly, deliberately trying to make sure that the titles are pretty unattractive to the YouTube algorithm. I really don't want to get an influx of new viewers on these videos. The reason is I don't want to start to define my success in this project by the metrics that the YouTube algorithm and the YouTube Studio, which is the dashboard that creators get, tells me. Effectively, the YouTube Studio is designed in a way to really activate the dopamine of succeeding with the metrics that YouTube want you to succeed at. And those are great metrics. Those are metrics that help you build a skill on creating things, and it are the clear metrics that you need to be focusing on in order to really do well on this platform. However, that's not what I'm trying to do here, and I don't want to get drawn into the practice or habit of being excited about the performance of a video. The real thing that's important to me is how I am doing in terms of improving my on-camera presence, my articulation, and my ability to improve the way that I'm making these videos. And then the other part is I just want to be able to show up, and I don't want to be thinking about the performance of the videos at all. In a weird way, I actually am thinking about the performance of the video because I want the performance of the video to be very steady. I'm pretty happy if this gets 50 views, and it seems to be doing so. And if I get 0 views, that's also fine. And it's weird because it's my full-time job. YouTube is my full-time job, and I've been doing it for many, many years. I've been a growth consultant. I've been a YouTube strategy consultant, an operations consultant. I've also run many YouTube channels successfully, and title thumbnails is something that comes really instinctually to me now. And I can obviously sharpen that skill, and maybe at some point that will be a skill that I try to practice on this channel. But right now, I'm actually trying to do the opposite. There are many times where I go to upload a video and I think the title is a little bit too clickable. And so I try and dumb it down. And sometimes it's quite hard to find a title that is less clickable, but still descriptive. And in a way, I'm doing some anti-training in the sense that I'm deliberately trying to make something as bad as it could be so that I can define what the good thing is that I'm moving away from. But effectively, that's what I'm trying to do on this channel with the titles. They aren't that appealing, and that's by design. And at some point, maybe I will decide to flip a switch and start to train that skill a lot more and get the reps in on how to really refine a good title and thumbnail. But that's a skill that I've been training for the last 10 years, I would say, but more realistically, the last 4 years. And it's not the skill that I think is holding me back. The skill that's really holding me back is my ability to talk on camera and be coherent, no filler words and that type of stuff. So I just thought I'd leave that as a note that it's been quite interesting to watch my subscribers hemorrhage. I'm losing hundreds of subscribers, which is fun. And every video performs worse than the last one, which is also good, at least for the goals that I have for this channel. So those are my thoughts for today. I thought I'd just mention this weird part of this project that is very different from any other online project I've done, where I am deliberately not optimizing for views. And because of my understanding of the YouTube algorithm, I actually have a pretty good understanding of how to not optimize for views. And so far, so good. It's possible that this video could get views because the title may be unintuitive and interesting and could spark a curiosity. But I'm going to do my best to try and make it as mundane as possible. Because I think the title that I have in my notes app for this video is actually too interesting. Basically, I was going to say why I am using bad titles, but I think that's too clippable. Clippable? Clippable. Clickable.